They appear to intuitive perception as subjective images of things which, though not to be met with in the outside world, constitute the contents of the unconscious, and of the collective unconscious in particular. These contents per se are naturally not accessible to experience, a quality they have in common with external objects. For just as external objects correspond only relatively to our perception of them, so the phenomenal forms of the inner objects are also relative, products of their, to us, inaccessible essence and of the peculiar nature of the intuitive function. Like sensation, intuition has its subjective factor, which is suppressed as much as possible in the extroverted attitude, but is the decisive factor in the intuition of the introvert. Although his intuition may be stimulated by external objects, it does not concern itself with external possibilities, but with what the external object has released within him. Whereas introverted sensation is mainly restricted to the perception via the unconscious of the phenomena of innovation and is arrested there, introverted intuition suppresses this side of the subjective factor and perceives the image that caused the innovation. It sees the image of a tottering man pierced through the heart by an arrow. This image fascinates the intuitive activity. It is arrested by it and seeks to explore every detail of it. It holds fast to the vision, observing with the liveliest interest how the picture changes, unfolds, and finally fades. In this way, introverted intuition perceives all the background processes of consciousness, with almost the same distinctness as extroverted sensation registers external objects. For intuition, therefore, unconscious images acquire the dignity of things. But because intuition excludes the cooperation of sensation, it obtains little or no knowledge of the disturbances of innovation or of the physical effects produced by the unconscious images. Consequently, in the above-mentioned example, the introverted intuitive, if attacked by vertigo, would never imagine that the image he perceived might in some way refer to himself. To a judging type, this naturally seems almost inconceivable, but it is nonetheless a fact which I've often come across in my dealings with intuitives. The remarkable indifference of the extroverted intuitive to external objects is shared by the introverted intuitive in relation to inner objects.